Hey, this is Jake Lee, and I just wanted to show you something cool if you're using the Fountas and Pinnell reading system. We've been talking in our district a lot about how to use that shared reading piece, and we just went to a PD where we were told we could screenshot pictures from the shared reading texts we're giving, like that PDF, and put them into slides for kids to interact with and for us to be able to read and share that with kids. So I thought about how can we use this to maybe get our kids' voices added to shared reading for that second or third read where we kind of read it together. They can give it a shot at reading and we could kind of hear their voices. So I decided to use Seesaw. So what we're going to do in Seesaw here is, let me make myself a little bit smaller, is we are going to create an activity. So you can see this is my journal of assignments my kids have done. Underneath activities, you can see the activities that my kids are currently completing this week. But then when you hit the green plus sign up here and you go to assign activity, you're immediately taken to your library. And you can say that I've been spending some time creating assignments over here. One assignment that I loved creating was this shared reading practice. I had created an assignment about listening to me read the shared reading a few times, and then I told them that they would be able to give their shot at reading it. So here we are down here, and it's the shared reading practice. So I'll click on this. So this is what they're going to see at this point. And this is kind of what it looks like to them. You're going to see that I have a tutorial video here walking them through the steps, just like I'm doing with you now. The great thing about Seesaw is you have written instructions, but then you can also play instructions for the kids. So multiple modes of delivering instruction. I have a video tutorial, I have written instructions, and I have like verbal listening instructions. So let me show you what I mean about the shared reading, because you can see down here that I have a template. And that template is simply those screenshots that we took to make the shared reading text. So when I go in here and I click Edit Activity, you're going to see exactly what I did to make the template. So here was when I was creating activity. There's my title, there's my written instructions. Here is where I recorded my instructions. Here was the video that I created using QuickTime and Loom, like I'm doing now, walking them step by step. And then down here for the template, I simply just had to click on here. And on this right-hand side, it starts with one page, and then you see this Add a Page button down here. So I counted, and we had about 11 pages of that book. And so all I had to do was start putting those screenshots into each of these slides. Okay, so it's as simple as, let's say I had an extra page down here. Click on this. How I was adding the pages is by clicking the camera button, and it's going to give you the option of taking a photo or video right now. But if you hit upload, it immediately takes you to your desktop so you can find those screenshotted pictures of your shared reading and put them right into Seesaw like I did. So the cool thing about this is in your instructions and in your video tutorial, you tell kids that all they need to do is read this, and before they read it, they just have to hit this microphone. And it'll count down for them, and then when they're done, they can read Fur, Feathers, and More. And it puts that play button right there. And then when they're done and they turn it in, then you can go back and listen to their reading. I wouldn't do this all the time. The reason I'm doing it now is because we're scrambling to find these, like trying to figure out where kids are in their reading levels, because it's hard because we don't have them with us. And the shared reading text in Fountas and Pinnell are at second grade level. And I know that not all your kids are at that second grade level, but it is a place where you can start. And this is a really easy way, because all they need to do is click through and hit that microphone and record on each page. When they're done, they would click that check mark and be able to turn it into you. So I just wanted to share that with you because I know we're all looking for those, how to get kids kind of where they're at and reading materials at their level. And so I thought I'd share that with you today. Let me know if you have any other questions.